HOI4 expansions. There's a lot of them. You know, with every expansion, it brings a new mechanic, some interesting new sounds, or visuals. But the part that we all look forward to the most is the focus trees. And there is one region that really needs a focus tree update, and that's the Nordics. But wait no longer, because I've just found the best Nordic focus tree mod out there. Let me introduce to you Nordics Reworked. Although still in Alpha 1, this mod heavily revamps Sweden and Finland. And today, we're going to be jumping in as Sweden. It's so nice to finally give the Nordics and Scandies what they deserve. If Italy and Ethiopia can have one, you know damn well Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and Finland can all get a taste of flavor.
Chicken train going to Flavor Town.
And opening up here is Sweden, Du Glamour Du Fria. I now speak Swedish. In the start of every HOI4 game in 1936, Sweden and Finland start in a very precarious position. They have the Soviets who will attack them, they'll have the Germans who attack them, and if the UK turn nasty, the UK.
Flag, are you dumb?
So with that all in mind, we've got our stakes. And we are going to open our tree and face those stakes. Oh my word, look at that tree! And this tree, oh boy, there are so many fun things I want to share with you. But first, the most important thing is support the September election. Sorry, suspend it. Now, I would be lying if I said I haven't played through this mod. And I have, but with good reason. Because there are so many different routes that you can take on ideology, I wanted to test run a few. And I fell in love with the monarchist path. Now I know what you're thinking. Anglo, you are a monarchist shill. And you would be right. But bro, the buffs that you can get through this. And also, there's this. Yep, the commies are coming. Aside from ideological focuses, there are some things that really give Sweden the love that it deserves. Such as this. Manpower. Sweden never has manpower, so it gives them that. It gives shore bombardment. It gives military boosts, you know? And one of my favorite focuses so far is this. This whole thing over here, the industry tree. Reason being, it unlocks a decision that you can make where you can keep boosting the infantry gains that you get from one of the manufacturers. And I will show you all that in the video, so do hang around. And before we move any further, don't forget to, of course, like and subscribe for videos covering all the weird, the wacky, and wonderful mods HOI has to offer on this channel. So with the election suspended, it is now time to get down our path towards a monarchy. However, this now means that we are heading towards a civil war. Uh-oh. And so it begins, the build up to the Great Civil War of Sweden. Lagen av friheten form. Yep, I'm Swedish. Now, the fun fact about the Swedish Civil War is it plays an awful lot like the Civil War in Russia. I need to secure support in each state for the uprising before the communists get a little bit antsy. So that's exactly what we're going to do, and we've got 275 days to do it. Well, best crack on. And it's go time, Swedish Civil War for Fadensluddet. Yes, Swedish. And fun fact, now that I've finished this and the Civil War started, we can now do more focuses that give us more buffs, including this one that allow the Finnish to send us some volunteers. Yes, please. You know, I've got to admit, they're resilient, if anything. They're just not surrendering whatsoever. I just need to take Gothenburg and they should be done. And to fix this, I have the perfect solution. Everyone's favorite words in German. Well, I guess Swedish now as well. Gott mit uns! Finally, with the Civil War 1, we can finally move forward with good old Gustav leading the charge in Sweden. However, it's not going to be that easy. We've got to get the compliance up and stop the commies from revolting. This ain't going to go well. You know what? I need a good template. Horses, where are you? I need military police. Oh, dude, I'm so triggered. As you can see from where we left off, a lot has happened, and I'm going to tell you why. So I sat here for the last hour and a half filming this whole part here, and for some reason, my recording software said we ran out of memory, even though we got 3 terabytes worth of memory. So I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry that this part just sort of disappeared. I got no idea what's going on with my computer. She's an old girl. She's on her last legs. You know, she's a bit temperamental. However, I will fill you in on all the missing details. We invaded Germany. We couldn't do a naval invasion for whatever reason. I think it's because our navy was too weak. So we lapped around. We got permission from the Dutch to walk in. We walked in. We took some land. We came all the way down here because we also got invited into the Allies. We accepted. We got Germany to cap. The UK kicked us out.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
And at the same time, the Latvians then declared on me, who were part of the Comintern, and they brought the Comintern in. Now, I was trying to finish off Italy, and then I left up here to the AI, We got pushed all the way back to Berlin because the AI is absolutely useless. And then we managed to push all the way, and then here we are now against the Soviet Union. And they're struggling. Like, this is all they have to offer to hold me off. Simply because they've got so many fronts to deal with. They've got to deal with the Dutch, they've got to deal with the Finnish, they've got to deal with the Chinese, they've got to deal with the Japanese. I think now that this area down here has fallen, Stalingrad's gave in, the second Baku goes, I think that's them done. I think the Soviets are going to cap. Either that or they'll have to wait until the Urals, which I hope is not the case. But now that I've filled you in, let's continue. Don't worry, because we've lost all of that segment here, I'm not going to leave you empty-handed. We're going to have to go to war with the Allies anyway, because I've got a feeling I'm not going to get the parts that I need out of the peace deal. So we'll see how things go, and if things don't go well, then we're going to war with the Allies. And there you have it. Your incredibly cursed peace deal against the Soviet Union. We only walked away with this much, which isn't too bad, but maybe we can get more out of the German peace deal, because our war participation was only 8%. Like, the majority of it was the UK, Netherlands, Finland, and America. And this is the result. We need to fight the Germans again. We need to beat the Germans again. However, I have no manpower, and my 18 stack is now dropped down to 14 because of that. Your boy needs peace, and I need it now. I'm going to hang around, and I'll wait for the Germans to get battered by the Allies. Hopefully it happens soon. But I don't know if I'll be going to war with the Allies. I feel like that might be a little bit out of my hand. Maybe once the war is over, France will get kicked out of the faction, and if that's the case, we can go for them. But I don't think I'll be able to go after the Allies when they're this strong. So I'm hoping to make the most of it and actually make a decent Sweden out of this peace deal. Because I know this is good. But Finland have done one better. And there you have it. That is your final peace treaty, and it is the most cursed thing known to man. I don't even know how to mentally process this. It's revolting, it's disgusting, but it is what it is. Although we didn't get much out of the German war, we did still walk away with a little bit of Eastern Germany. And there's Norway. Now, you're probably asking, dude, Anglo, what happened? Why is there Norway? Why is Sweden suddenly big? It's all because of the focus tree. Because this part here finally unlocked itself. The Second United Kingdom, which gives Norway an event, which basically says, will you bow and bend the knee, or will you not submit? And they submitted, and it gave us the option. We can eat them, but we can choose to either keep Gustav as the leader at the expense of 10 stability, or we can do the dual kingdoms. And I said to myself, hell no. Hell no. Gustav, the real Gustav hours over here. Gustav did all this. Who needs a new Norwegian king anyway? Hadrada who? But there you have it overall, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This has been super, super fun to make. I really, really like this mod, and I'm really looking forward as to what the next update after they update the mod does for other nations like Denmark, Norway. That'll be so, so fun. I can imagine there being a Viking focus for Norway, and maybe same for Denmark. Maybe they'll do like a Danelaw thing where they have to, you know, take northern France and UK and this, that, and the other. That'd be cool. But I really, really like this because I like playing Sweden from time to time in Paradox games, whether it's CK, whether it's EU4, HOI4 as well. But with HOI, it was always a struggle because the tree wasn't there. And they miss out on a lot of buffs. The manpower sucks. You know, 205,000. I'll only get this on Scraping the Barrel in that base game. But no, on this, I can actually do it on Extensive, which is a blessing. I love it, and it's awesome. But I've yapped enough. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to, of course, to click that like and subscribe button once more. Also, be sure to check out the next video that I'm going to suggest on the end screen. I'm reminding you now. Be sure to check that out to see what our Valentine's special was like. Oh, dear. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been Anglo. You've been you. Have a good one, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da!